Hi guys, do you know that you can run Ubuntu inside Windows 10?
Yes, that's right. It is called a virtual machine. What is a virtual machine anyway? A virtual machine is a software computer that, like a physical computer, runs an operating system and applications. But how can we do that? What are the things we need to install Ubuntu in a Windows host? Like me, I'm using Windows 10. So what are we going to do? We need to go to www.ubuntu.com/downloads for us to download the ISO file of Ubuntu. Later, we need to use this for installing the Ubuntu software in VirtualBox. And then we also need the VirtualBox 6.0 version that we can find at www.virtualbox.org. And then after that, after installing it, the VirtualBox, click on Oracle VM VirtualBox and click on New. And then type in the name of your OS and don't forget the type and the version. For me, I use Linux and Ubuntu 64-bit. And then choose the memory size. So I chose 4000 GB. I'm saying 4 GB. And then create a virtual hard disk now. That's the default. And then VirtualBox disk image. And then dynamically allocated. And then we can choose the file location and size. I chose 13 GB. Then click create. Alright, so after we go to start, we need to set the settings. So in general and advanced, the shared clipboard and drag and drop would be set to bidirectional. And then go to system. And then on the processor, you can choose 1 or 2 processor, whatever you want. But I chose 2 processor. And then on the storage, click on empty under the controller IDE and then choose the ISO file that we have downloaded earlier at ubuntu.com. So the installer is, or the .iso file extension has a version of 18.04 LTS. So choose that and then click open and then OK. So the program will load after we click on start. So it will take a time. So if you wanted to change your screen, you can go to views, virtual screen, and then scale to 100%. Alright, so we need to choose the language. So I chose English. And then install Ubuntu Mate. Alrighty, so we need to choose the keyboard layout, which is English US. I chose both, so click continue. So we need to click on normal installation and then unclick the download updates while installing Ubuntu Mate because I don't have any internet. And I click on install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware and additional media formats, and then click continue. And click erase disk and install Ubuntu Mate. Then install now. So click continue. Then select your country. I just chose New York just because it's the default. But you can choose whatever country you want. And then you need to fill out the needed information. I typed in my whole name. And then we can delete the VirtualBox beside the computer's name. So I type in my name. I typed in my nickname on my computer's name. Then we can choose or pick a username and a password. So I've chosen a short password, a weak password, but that's okay. We can change it later if you want. Okay, then click continue. Alright, so it's copying files now. So once this appears, just click restart now and then close the machine again and then click on start. So now the machine is loading. And the user and the password that we entered earlier, or we can type in the password that we registered earlier. Alright, then click enter. Alright, so we have now the desktop of Ubuntu Mate, and if I press the power key or the window key on the keyboard, it will show all the apps that has been installed inside the Ubuntu. Alright, so there you go. We already have an Ubuntu operating system inside a Windows 10 system.